How do you teach kids about slippery slope arguments? Imagine you're explaining to your child why jumping to conclusions can sometimes lead to misunderstandings. That's what learning about slippery slope arguments is all about. A slippery slope is a type of reasoning where someone claims that one action will cause a chain of negative events, often without solid proof. It's like saying if you don't eat your vegetables today, you'll never eat healthy again, and then you'll get sick. This kind of thinking can make small worries seem much bigger than they really are. Start by giving simple examples that kids can relate to. For instance, tell them, if you don't do your homework today, you'll never learn anything, and then you'll struggle in school. Help them see that this is an exaggeration. It's important to show that not every small step leads to a big problem. Kids need to understand that these arguments often relying on fear rather than facts. Teach them to look for key signs of slippery slope reasoning. For example, ask, does this person have proof that one thing will lead to the next? Or are they just worried, or do they have real evidence? Also point out emotional language like saying, if we allow this, everything will fall apart, which is meant to scare rather than explain. Encourage your children to ask questions like, is it really likely that this will happen? Or what proof is there that one step causes the next? This helps them think critically about whether the connection makes sense. Use stories or everyday situations to practice spotting slippery slope ideas. For example, if someone says, if we let kids watch TV on weekdays, soon they'll never do homework. Ask if that's really true or just a fear. Explain that sometimes one action can lead to others, but only if there is good evidence. It's okay to consider possible outcomes, but not to assume the worst will happen without proof. Help kids understand that thinking clearly means weighing the chances of different results instead of jumping to scary conclusions. From a secular parenting view, focus on teaching children to relying on reason and evidence. Encourage open conversations where they can ask questions and think for themselves. This way, they learn to evaluate claims calmly and logically. In teaching kids about slippery slope arguments, start with defining what they are and showing how they often exaggerate. Use relatable examples to make it clear. Encourage questions and evidence-based thinking. Practice analyzing everyday claims and stories. And always reminded children that logical thinking and evidence are the best tools for understanding cause and effect.